Hello and welcome back to New Labels Only. Today we have another watch unboxing, and our watch today comes from Vincero Collective Watches. If you'd like to know more about them, we have a link in the description, and also we have done a blog review about the brand and also about the watch inside. So the watch inside that we have today is the Black Sunray Blue, and it is a chronograph watch, and it is from the Rouge collection. So this is the packaging it came in. Pretty simple, pretty basic, nothing too special. You have the Vincero, logo here. It's quite shiny from the reflection of the light. So, but let's see what is inside. Again, simple packaging, nothing too, I'll say, extravagant. Just basic box. Let's open it. And this is the watch. So again, nothing inside. We do have something inside, and it is your manual and a bit about the brand. It says where it started from, so it started in 2014 and the rest. So let me show you guys. And again, this is the manual, and it says live your legacy. Sounds interesting. So let's put this away and get to the watch. So again, this is the Rouge, the Black Sunray Blue. They do have other model available in different colors, but we went for this one to review. Nothing inside the box, pretty empty. And let's get straight to the watch. Okay. So this is the watch. So this is the watch. As you can see, you have the blue Sunray dial, you have the black silicone strap, you have the buckle there, and the back of the watch, and again to the dial. So let's talk more about this watch. Let's find out what's inside of the watch. So inside we have a Seiko Mecha Pulse movement. The watch itself is 43mm by 12.5mm, so it's quite a big watch. I mean, it is your standard size for a chronograph watch. I don't expect any smaller, to be honest. It is quite heavy. It is a quite heavy watch, which I definitely like. Again, it's a quartz. It's actually a chronograph watch, which you do want to feel the weight of it. In terms of the glass, we are looking at a sapphire crystal glass, and the casing is made from 316L stainless steel. The watch width, actually, from here to here, we are looking around 26mm, so it's quite big and quite thick strap. But also inside, hopefully the camera is picking it up, we have quick release pins here, and on both sides actually. So if you don't like the color of the strap, which we definitely like, to be honest, the black color really goes well with the dial, and also the blue sunray, let me get this right, the Sunray blue dial. Let me try to get you the Sunray. So if you play around with the light, you will see the blue Sunray. In terms of the crowns, we have teeth cut design, and in terms of it's not really the hardest push and pull crown, because it's a cut inside the main crown, so you can easily pull it out and pull it in. In terms of the hand, we're looking at batten hands, pretty simple, pretty skinny battens, and also in terms of the index, also batten throughout. In terms of the chronometer on the index, also battens. We have a white and blue and black combination, but one little clue, if you can pick it up from the camera, is actually the second hand has a red tip. Overall, it's a good looking watch, we can't fault it. And if you can see from the back, it's actually, so it is quite an open case. It's not fully open, but here we have I think some sort of marbling design going on, which is actually pretty cool. It's actually very interesting, and which I like it. I mean, one thing we did mention in the blog, hopefully you guys read it, the link is in the description, is what would happen if they put that marbling on the dial. Would it look interesting? I mean, we would think it would look interesting. If you agree, do let us know in the comment below. That will be interesting to know your thoughts. In terms of the chronometer, there are numbers that are inside the chronometer. They have it engraved in, which is pretty cool. In terms of the bezel itself, it is fixed. It is not a moving bezel, which is sadly quite disappointing. The last chronograph watch we reviewed did have a moving bezel, but in this one it is fixed. Again, disappointed, but it's actually, again, disappointed on this feature. Let me try to put this on my wrist. Just a quick reminder, my wrist is actually quite small, so I do have a 17 centimeter in diameter wrist, and I hope this watch should fit nicely and perfectly. So I'll get back to you. Let me put this on and I'll get back to you. So here is the watch on the wrist. This is the front view, side, on the side as well. Again, we're looking at 12.5 millimeter in thickness and around 43 millimeter in diameter. The back, and you can see that the buckle has been signed with the Vincero collective logo, and to be honest, the strap is very smooth, it's very supple, it's comfortable on my wrist, it sits well, and the strap actually gives me a good grip on the wrist, so it's not shaking, it's not moving, which is actually pretty good. In terms of the crown themselves, they're all pinned in. I mean, it's not, doesn't really get too much in my hand. I can move it, plus it doesn't hurt as much. So let's see the dial up close. So let's try the chronograph, which is, you know, one important feature of this watch. The click is smooth, it is strong, which we do like. It's not flimsy. Some watches we've reviewed with chronometer buttons, they are very flimsy. You can see that the stop dials are moving. Again, the second is moving, the second, which is pretty good. So let's see and try to stop it. Stops well. It didn't move any. I mean, it's a quick reaction, which is actually pretty good. I mean, it does have a Seiko Mecha Quartz movement. Again, it's a good movement. It's not the best out there in the market. Given that this is a not so expensive watch, we have to agree with the Seiko Quartz. Seiko Mecha Quartz movement suits this watch, but hopefully later on, as the brand progress and turn into something bigger, we do hope that they actually go for an automatic model or a stronger movement. So let's try to move it back. This is always an interesting part. Usually there'll be a couple of seconds or milliseconds off the mark. So let's see this one. Let's see if it's off the mark. It's actually pretty spot on. So it's actually in between the 12 o'clock index. Perfect. In terms of the watch, it's actually a pretty good watch. We like the design. We like it's actually a good looking watch, to be honest. One thing we have to say is that the strap did take some time to adjust, and as we do have small wrist, you have extra layer here, so you can have to tuck it inside. But the good feature is that this clasp is curved, so it presses against the extra excessive or surplus strap, so it presses it down. But again, you have to push it again inside and then close it. Otherwise, it's a solid clasp, good, strong. We definitely like the strap, to be honest. It's very, very light. One thing we want to point out is that actually the bezel and the lug are extended, so this is not part of the strap. It's actually extended part of the casing and the lug itself here, so it does give you that curved look. It presses the casing down on your wrist. So if you want to have a proper look, let me show you from the inside. Actually, let me try to remove this somehow. Actually, I can't remove it, that's the problem. Okay, so as you can, so again, let me show you. Again, I'll try to press this side so it doesn't break, hopefully. It shouldn't break, it's quite sturdy watch. So again, you can see the lug is actually extended, and inside you have the quick release pin. So the quick release pin are actually hidden in here, or hidden in here. So the shiny part here, this is where the quick release pins are, rather than being on the, the usual strap. It's hidden. We're actually still fascinated by the marbling at the back. We definitely like that feature. I mean, we do hope that they do, hopefully somewhere in the future, put it as a dial. That would actually look pretty impressive. the marbling with the black color strap and the bezel. Obviously look fantastic. So let's put it on the wrist again. Pretty simple. Again, the curve will press this. You can to be honest, I'm using my finger to push it back, but the lug should do it. But also just push it back with your finger, and it's locked. So this is the watch. Again, give it a good look. We definitely like this watch in terms of it's actually a good looking watch. One feature which you may have missed actually on the dial is the date window. It's actually here. The date window is just here. It is quite small. It does get lost with the dial and the sub dial, which sucks to be honest, but it is there. It should be bigger. The color should be bigger. To be honest, I would not go for a black background for the date window. A white background would actually make it more stand out, so you can see the date here. It says the 3rd. I hope you can see it, but it does say the 3rd. Again, that's one of the feature which they could improve on moving forward. Otherwise, it says a good and strong looking watch. Sturdy, strong. Definitely love the Sunray blue dial. And one feature which you would actually wouldn't even come across this in Chronograph watch. This watch is actually 1080M. I'm surprised myself. In the last review we've done, actually, no, last unboxing, we had a diver watch, the Stern Glass Maris Automatic, and that was 1080M, and that was supposed to be a diver watch, but this is a Chronograph watch and it is 1080M, so it's quite impressive. So if you do want to take it, I don't know, not for deep diving, this watch, it's not suitable for deep diving, but you know, in your swimming pool if you have one, or for a quick splash, you should be fine, more than fine in this watch. So let's talk about pricing. So the price we are looking at is £225, but I think if you go on their website you will find discount codes. I think this review has been done in February. I think last time we looked they had a 15% off discount code, so you can get this watch approximately £205. So it is reasonably priced. It's not at the upper end of the market. We have reviewed watches, Chronograph watches, which were definitely on the upper end. They were around 400, close to 500 USD, and they weren't the best. But this is actually good. It's a good mid/low mid price watch. It fits well, it looks good. Do we like it? 100% we like it. Actually, the color is perfect, it goes well. It is a commanding watch on your wrist. People will be drawn to this watch, especially with the sun or the glare hitting the dial, the Sunray dial. You can see the effect in here, and this is a good looking watch. So this was the review and unboxing of the Vincero Collective, the Rouge Black Sunray Blue watch. We're going to leave a link in the description for you to have a look in detail. And also we have done a word review. You know how we do a word review, we do a long word review, so we definitely recommend you check it out. So if you want to invest in this watch, do read the blog review, which just give you a bit more detail about this watch. Again, this was the review and unboxing of the Vincero Collective Black Sunray Blue. We hope you like it. Do let us know in the comment what you think about this watch. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.